This documentary is created for educational and informational purposes only. It is based on publicly available records, court documents, historical reports, interviews, and media sources. Certain descriptions reflect claims, beliefs, and testimonies from individuals involved in the case, not verified facts. No events are reenacted, no conclusions are promoted. Viewer discretion is advised. The year is 1978. Inside a crowded courtroom in West Germany, the air feels heavy, thick with tension. Judges sit silently. Lawyers avoid eye contact. Journalists lean forward, waiting. A defense attorney reaches for a tape recorder. He presses play. What follows freezes the room. A voice fills the speakers, but it does not sound like a young woman. It sounds older, deeper, angrier. The voice identifies itself as Judas, then Nero, then Lucifer. The woman speaking is Anneliese Michel, but by the time the world hears this tape, Anneliese is already dead. This is not a ghost story. This is not a legend. It is a real case, documented, recorded, and argued in court. A case that would later inspire the film The Exorcism of Emily Rose. But unlike Hollywood, there were no special effects. No scripted scares. Only a young woman, caught between modern medicine and ancient belief. A conflict that would cost her life. To understand the darkness that surrounded Anneliese, you first have to understand where she came from. She was born in 1952 in the small Bavarian town of Klingenberg. By all accounts, she was kind, intelligent, and deeply devoted to her family. The Michel household was strictly Catholic. Faith was not optional. It shaped daily life, thoughts, and decisions. Anneliese played the accordion. She enjoyed school. She dreamed of becoming a teacher. She had plans. She had a future. The nightmare began in 1968. She was 16. One day at school, Anneliese suddenly collapsed. She became unresponsive, unable to speak, unably. Teachers thought it was shock. Doctors would later say it was something else. That night, Anneliese woke up, unable to move. Her body felt frozen, but her mind was awake. She later described a crushing weight on her chest, as if something unseen was pressing her into the mattress. She struggled to breathe. Panic set in. Her parents sought medical help immediately. Doctors diagnosed her with temporal lobe epilepsy, a neurological condition known to cause seizures, hallucinations, and altered perception. Medication was prescribed. The family was told it was treatable, but the symptoms did not fade. They evolved. Over the next few years, the seizures became more violent, and new experiences followed. While praying, Anneliese claimed religious images began to change. Statues of saints appeared distorted. Faces she trusted looked hostile. She said voices spoke to her, not from her thoughts, but from the walls. The voices told her she was damned, that she was rejected by God, that she would suffer eternally. By 1973, her mental health had deteriorated rapidly. She withdrew from school, from friends, from normal life. Doctors increased her medication, adding powerful antipsychotics to the mix. But Anneliese no longer believed her condition was medical. She believed it was spiritual. Then her behavior changed. Witnesses later stated she reacted aggressively to religious objects. She recoiled from crucifixes, pushed away holy water, and lashed out at priests. Her actions grew increasingly Family members reported disturbing changes. She would scream for hours at a time. She tore at her clothes. She displayed a strength that felt impossible to explain. Witnesses said she began consuming things no human body ever should. There was something else. People described her bedroom as feeling different. Heavy, oppressive. They spoke of a foul, rotting atmosphere. A smell they could never forget. Sommeil. Cahiers. The perfume of the devil. Anneliese began punishing her own body. She would drop to her knees to pray again, and again, and again. Hundreds of times each day. The repeated impact caused severe injuries. Her body broke down, but she did not stop. Her parents watched their daughter disappear. In Tirai's medicine had failed. The pills did nothing. The doctors had no answers. They turned to the church. After multiple requests, permission was granted for a major exorcism. The condition was secrecy. 2 priests were assigned. What followed lasted 10 months. 67 exorcism sessions. Some continued 4 hours. During these rituals, audio recordings were made. On the tapes, the priests asked questions, and according to those present, the answers did not come in Anneliese's normal voice. The voices identified themselves as figures associated with evil, betrayal, and destruction. Whether these voices were psychological, neurological, or something else entirely, remains disputed to this day. While the rituals continued, Anneliese's physical condition worsened. She gradually stopped eating. Her body weakened. She lost a catastrophic amount of weight, yet the sessions did not stop. Near the end, Anneliese told her family she had experienced a vision. She believed she had been given a choice to end her suffering or to continue it as a warning to the world. She chose to continue. On the night of June 30th, 1976, Anneliese was burning with fever, barely conscious. She looked at her mother and whispered, "Mother, I'm afraid." Those were her last words. She was found dead the next morning. Her death shocked Germany. In 1978, her parents and the 2 priests were charged with negligent homicide. The prosecution argued that Anneliese suffered from a severe mental illness and that proper medical intervention could have saved her life. The defense played the tapes. They argued belief. They argued sacrifice. The court rejected the argument. All 4 were found guilty. Decades later, the case still divides opinion. Some view Anneliese as a victim of untreated illness. Others see her as a martyr of faith. What is certain is this: she was a real young woman. She needed help, and she did not receive it in time. Science offers explanations. Faith offers meaning, but the tragedy remains the same. A life lost, caught between belief and diagnosis, and a warning that still echoes today. Sometimes, the most frightening stories are not about demons at all, but about what happens when certainty replaces care. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing for more documentaries like this.